Call this meeting to order. Ms. Reese, say a prayer for us.
Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you and praise you for the privilege to be here tonight. I pray and ask that you would give us open mind and open hearts to make the best decisions for our students and for our staff and for our community. Pray and ask that you would continue to lead, guide, and direct us and have your hedge of protection around our system. In your holy name, amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight for our board meeting. We've got a superintendent's update. If our superintendent can continue to talk.
Yes, sir. I'm struggling just a little bit with sinus drainage, but I'll try to be short and quick. Our students and staff have had a great 5 weeks starting back to the school year. We got a few pictures here that you can see of our August. And like I said, it's just really been a smooth start. We're thankful for all of our hardworking employees. Also, on Thursday night at our work session, Mr. Levance Gay was able to give us a facilities update, and I wanted to show just a few of those pictures. So here's a quick outside look of the new building that's going up at Brantley County High School. That's the front of the gym entrance there. Next slide. A little bit closer, that rectangle window you can see inside will be the concession stand there. So just gives you a little view. This building is the one between the football stands and the concession stands across from the tennis courts. That's going to be our facility sports building. It's looking good. See if there's another view of that one. No? Okay. All right. That's good. So that gives you an idea of our buildings, and as far as the complex that has the gym, the band room, the course room, the locker rooms, weight training rooms, it is scheduled to be complete February 26th. So we are still on schedule, on date with that. We're very excited to see that building for our students. And just as a reminder, that building at the high school, if you look at the number of students enrolled in band, a PE or weight training or a course, it's close to 500 students throughout the school year. We have about 950 students at Brantley County High School. So you're talking about over half your population using that building daily. So very excited, and thank the board for the vision to see this through for our students. At this time, I'm going to ask Dr. Angela Haney to come forward. She did an excellent review of our strategic plan at the work session Thursday, and I've asked her just to go over a couple of the points from that. We won't go as in depth, but there was some good data in there and so forth that I want her to share.
So just a little bit of the state of schools. Again, our mission, vision, and values, as we always go back to, is educate to graduate, equipped to soar, and that's with college, career, and community. And one of the things we emphasize is that if we're not preparing them for beyond the graduation period, we're not doing our job. So everything that we do has to be tied in with that. And as we go forward, that's kind of where all of these come in. Our academic success, these are our 3 strategic goals, and they're all tied in with what we do actually at the board meetings itself with each one of our action items. So our number 1 is our a focus on academic success, and then our positive, safe, and encouraging environments, and then finally our whole child wraparound services, and this also reaches into the community. Just a little bit with our academic success. We want to share some highlights. Our data is finally in, and we're able to share everything publicly, and we are above the state in every single grade level in our ELA, and we also are increasing in our students reading above grade level, which is great news with all of the different things that we have going on with literacy. We also have our snapshot with math, and all of our math is above grade level from our 3rd grade all the way up to high school there. And this is especially impressive because we had brand new math standards, and you're never sure until you take that first test exactly, if you've done everything the way that you're supposed to. And so we were very pleased to get these scores back. Just a little bit of comparisons with the state, and just have to do a little bit of a shout out. Mr. Randall McCarty's here tonight, and thank you for helping us run this data. The ELA, top 25% of the state, you can see there, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and has some pretty impressive numbers. Our math, again, with those brand new standards, all the way down there. Our science, and just a reminder, we only have science in 5th, 8th, and high school, and social studies in the 5th, 8th, and high school as well. And I think we are, actually the social studies, I believe, should just be 8th grade, but anyway. And then the sustainable literacy focus is just a little bit with what we're doing. We have been focusing on getting all of our K-3 teachers trained, and then in 25 and 26, we also have the phonemic awareness that we are focusing in on with our pre-planning, our phonics instruction, just again, a kind of revisiting why those foundational skills are very, very important with each part of the literacy block. And then we are also doing some training for our 4th through high school teachers and SPED teachers with letters training this year through our local RESA. And we've had really good comments with both that and with our Orton Gillingham training. And with all of this being said, I put a title at the top of there, Sustainable Literacy Focus, because one of the things is you don't want it to be something that we give one time and then we just kind of, put a few pieces in and then it goes away, or we just don't think about it again. We want this to be a continuing thing, and that this is something that grows for years to come, and that, our teachers are excited about it. We want that excitement to continue. So part of that is we've been working on something called a Growing Readers Initiative, and I want to recognize 3 ladies that are here with us tonight, and my 3 K-3 coaches, if y'all don't mind coming up here. I've been working with these ladies and also the APs at their schools and the principals for several years now to put all of this stuff in place, and I'm just going to tell you, my particular position could not be, anywhere near as knowledgeable if it were not for the knowledge that these ladies bring to the table, and just their wonderful spirits about getting into classrooms and helping teachers and being the boots on the ground and just really being the voice for, hey, we need this, or we need more training in this, or we're doing great in these areas, but let's continue with this. So I really respect them, and I appreciate all that you do in those schools. So I want to say that, and just a quick little reading that they sent me from RESA, because I asked them to send me about Growing Readers and the award that you just received from the state. So Hoboken Elementary, Hunter Primary, and Waynesville Primary have had several cohorts of teachers participate in Growing Readers. It's a kindergarten through 5th grade professional learning opportunity that provides consistent and high quality professional learning for teachers on an evidence-based reading of instruction. The project aims to support teachers, which is the big thing there, in increasing the number of children reading at grade level. But we have to support the teachers in the instruction. One highlighted project is on-site classroom-based coaching, and that is what these ladies did. So during the last 2 years, Miss Jill Todd, Camille Johns, and Jennifer Love supported the plans of their schools to sustain practices in Growing Readers by completing the requirements to become certified Growing Readers coaches, and along with that, they received the teacher support and coaching endorsement, which was a lot of work altogether. And again, that's outside of the school day, along with everything that you do in the school. So we appreciate that. During the final year of the cohort, they became primary coaches for their schools with the help of the RESA coaches. And these ladies received a certificate of recognition from our Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, the state school superintendent Richard Woods, and GOSA executive director Joy Hawkins. And we wanted to make sure that we recognize their hard work and contributions in that as well. So thank you for being here tonight, and we just appreciate you.
I want to mention something about this slide with all the content areas and grade levels represented there. You guys know when we talk about barriers to learning that socioeconomic status comes up, and we know that you know, we fall in that lower 25% of the state with regards to that. And I think these scores are a testament to the hard work taking place in classrooms to be able to rise up and overcome those barriers with what they get during their school day and make those kind of scores around the state. So my hats are off to our, what I consider our heroes, our educators. So good job. All right, at this time, we have a special presentation. We'll be doing school presentations each month, and we're excited to begin with Hoboken Elementary School. So if you'll come on up. Ms. Marcia Chesser, principal at Hoboken Elementary.
Good evening. I first of all would like to thank you for allowing us a little bit of time to share what's going on at Hoboken. This is my second year at Hoboken, and I am no less stressed. I think at this point, because I know more about what I need to be doing, it has just made me more aware, but at the same time keeps me thinking, what do we need to do to keep getting better? So I want to start by sharing a little bit about a program at Hoboken Junior Beta. I'm sharing this because this is something that happened over the summer. And I did not want to not mention these folks, though the students that I'm referring to are now 7th graders, but our beta sponsors and the parents of those children did put a good bit of time and energy into helping them be successful. What happened is by the end of the school year, several of those 6th graders qualified to compete at the National Junior Beta Convention, and that was in Orlando in July. Out of 80 teams, our students placed 10th, and that is a tremendous accomplishment. Though these students are now 7th graders, they will continue to shine on their team there at the middle school, and at Hoboken we have several outstanding 6th graders that are going to kind of take their place. So we're excited about that, but these are those few who were in the group that placed 10th out of 80 that are 7th graders now. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is how we have started strong. Hoboken has 525 students, 41 teachers, but a total of 87 staff members. Our ELA teachers, as Dr. Haney was just sharing, they have been working diligently to review and implement the new ELA standards, carefully comparing them to the previous standards. I do want to take a moment and sincerely thank our board for approving the purchase of the McGraw-Hill Wonders resource. Our teachers have shared many times that in the past they've always had the standards, but they've had to do a lot of digging and research to find materials to teach those standards. So materials that would allow them to teach, but also to practice the standards and then to assess the standards. And so this new resource has been very time-saving for them and allowed them just to be more efficient with how they spend their planning. I also want to share that the new weapons detection system is running very smoothly. Both our students and staff have adapted very quickly. We recently had a Grandparents' Day event, and we were just a little bit worried about what that would be like, how our families would take that. They were super supportive, just very kind, very, cooperative. Nobody had anything negative to say. In fact, most of them felt like, well, we hate it because it's, the world we live in, but they felt better knowing that we were taking the precautions that we may at some point need. All right, so I want to share a little bit about our Teacher of the Year, Ms. Terry Lee, and I felt like the best way to share about her is really just to share the comments that were made in regard to her being selected, and some of those were, Ms. Lee goes above and beyond. She's positive, she's kind, she's a hard worker. She's the kind of teacher that everyone looks up to, both students, parents, and co-workers. They all admire her. She builds strong relationships, she lifts up her students, and she always goes the extra mile. Whether it's in the classroom or around the school, she is all in. She is a true professional in every way and is known for her strong teaching skills and her teamwork. She jumps in, she's willing to do whatever is needed. She also plans all of our social events at school. She puts in countless hours, both before and after the school day. She's positive, she's got a calm rapport. She works tirelessly to make sure that not just her students feel supported, but that the teachers around her feel supported as well.
She would do anything for anybody, and she always does so with a smile and an encouraging word. And so I can't say enough good things about Miss Terry Lee. I have only known her a short time, but I can verify that in that short time she has demonstrated all of those qualities. So, again, congratulations, Miss Terry Lee. Hoboken's SOAR or Support Staff Person of the Year, Miss Crystal Taylor. And same thing with Miss Taylor. A few things about her. She is very dedicated to meeting the needs of our students with special needs. She makes everyone feel loved and supported daily. There is no task too big for her to complete, and she always wears a smile and has a positive attitude. She's steady, she's consistent, and she loves our students. She has shown consistent character and dedication for nearly 7 years, and she deserves recognition. She never lets a difficult day or difficult behavior affect her attitude or her outlook. She puts in time to research new strategies to help some of our most special students. She teaches students the value of life skills, manages their behaviors with patience, even when things get a little wild. She takes initiative, and she can find strategies that will help each child succeed. Hoboken made 2 incredibly good decisions this year. Miss Crystal Taylor, she is an exceptional paraprofessional, and I very much love and appreciate her.
Thank you, Ms. Chestnut, for showcasing Hoboken Elementary School so well. At this time, that concludes the superintendent's update.
Ms. Teresa has our norms and protocols.
This month is going to be on communication, and it is to be a promoter of timely, open, and honest communication, practice transparency with all involved stakeholders, and be sure to provide all information that you know about important topics to all board members and the superintendent. That's it for this month.
Thank you. Do we have any public participation? Seeing none, we can take just a couple minutes. We'll get a couple minute break, and anybody that wants to leave can leave. Then we'll read it. Are you all right, Danny? We'll reconvene our, adopt our agenda. I need a motion to adopt the agenda
I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
and a second.
I'll second.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Disposition of minutes from previous meetings. Can I get a motion to accept
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for the previous meeting.
and a second?
I'll second.
Any questions, any discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Our financial report, can I get a motion
I make a motion to accept the financial report.
and a second?
I'll second.
All right. Discussion, Ms. Teresa, you want to read out our,
I will. We had a huge shout out, way to go Breathitt County, because what was collected for SPOS was $191,382.51, which is a record high as far back as March. We don't go any further back, which is what I have. So y'all done a beautiful job keeping your money local. And then what was collected for car tags was $119,296.34 for a grand total of $310,678.84. So, like I said, way to go Breathitt County. Thank you.
thank you. Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Our agenda items.
Yes, sir. I recommend to approve the South Georgia State College School of Nursing Program Memorandum of Understanding as presented.
Heard the recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the South Georgia State College School of Nursing Program.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Yes, sir. This MOU will allow nursing students to get clinical hours with our wonderful school nurses, similar to how our students that are going to school to be a teacher get to work under our teachers. So we're excited to see even some of our former Brantley students come back and get some nursing clinical hours right there in our schools.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
The chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from R.H. Tyson Construction for the change order for the raised asphalt table and concrete swell in the amount of $70,728.63.
Heard the recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the change order raised asphalt table and concrete swale.
And a second.
I'll second.
Discussion.
Yes, so this will be funded out of our capital outlay fund, and this change order will address an elevation issue at our site where the sports facility building is going up, and it will make it a safer walkway in between where that building's located and the road right there that goes through and the tennis courts.
With the key being at level
Yes, it'll be
for
that.
accidents.
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
The chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the change order for the soil remediation by R.H. Tyson Construction in the amount of $24,681.
For the recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion for the change of the order of the soil remediation.
And a second.
I'll second.
This will also be funded with capital outlay funds, and there's some necessary work during the construction phase.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Renaissance for vocabulary program for Atkinson Elementary School in the amount of $3,582.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion for the vocabulary for the Atkinson Elementary Schools.
And a second.
I'll second.
This program is a renewal. They've been using vocabulary. It's a online program that involves literacy skills across the curriculum with video-based lessons and activities, and it'll be funded by AES's instructional funds.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
The chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Bytespeed for the 10 new computers for the CTAE Engineering Lab in the amount of $16,350.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion for the 10 new computers for the CTAE Engineering Lab.
And a second,
I'll second.
discussion.
Yes, sir, this is the third and final purchase of the 3-year plan to replace all the computers in that engineering lab. And these computers will be funded by the CTAE instructional funds.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
The chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Amazon for the Robinair air conditioning machine in the amount of $5,511.48 for the transportation department.
Got a recommendation, can we get a motion?
Make a motion to accept the Robinair air conditioning machine.
And a second,
I'll second.
This air conditioning machine is needed in order to, keep our buses, over 50 buses running with air conditioners, and when they're working on the maintenance, this is a backup system.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
Chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Vivasky for the Chromebooks, 20 Chromebooks each for Hoboken Elementary School, Nahunta Primary School, and Waynesville Primary School in the amount not to exceed $30,480.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion for 20 Chromebooks for each HES, NPS, and WFPS.
And a second,
I'll second.
These are larger touchscreen Chromebooks that our curriculum department is requesting for the use when testing our younger primary students. And the funding source will be the federal Title V money.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
Chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Howard Technologies for the line-wise software in the amount of $37,411 per year.
Got a recommendation, can we get a motion?
I make a motion to approve the recommendation of line-wide software.
And a second,
I'll second.
This line-wide software will allow our school system to meet the requirements of House Bill 351, known as the Protecting Georgia Students on Social Media Act. And the funds that will be used are the funds that are allocated for our technology budget.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the revised policies as presented. Policy IFBG, the Internet Acceptable Use. Policy GBIA, Teacher Evaluation Appeals. Policy IBB, Charter Schools. And Policy JB, Student Attendance.
Got a recommendation, can we get a motion?
I make a motion to accept revised policies, IFBG, GBIA, IBBB, and JB. How about that?
Well, you actually put too many B's in that. Other than that, we'll accept this. And a second,
I'll second.
These 4 revised policies are follow-up work from the legislative session in the spring. Most of the policy revisions are just simple wording changes. For example, the one on the teacher evaluation appeals takes the wording of teacher keys out and just uses a general evaluation tool there so that it can be used with any evaluation as instrument. And as a reminder, anytime that we do policy work, whether we're creating a new policy or we're revising policies like we are now, we partner with the Georgia School Board Associations, and their legal team helps create the templates that we use. So these revisions are under the recommendation of Georgia School Board Association.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Personnel, we don't need a personnel executive session tonight, so we have a personnel list.
got one more?
I'd like to ask the board to accept the following resignations. Marion Batten, paraprofessional, John Hathaway, school nutrition program manager.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the resignations as presented.
And a second.
I'll second.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I'd like to ask the board to accept the following recommendations for hire. Tanya Bowman, special education paraprofessional at Nahunta Primary School. Jenna Heron, paraprofessional at Hoboken Elementary School. Megan Bird, bus driver, part-time. Kaylee Collins, bus driver. Becky Thompson, school nutrition program assistant. And Sherry Houston, school nutrition program manager at Waynesville Primary School.
You've heard the recommendation, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the recommendations for hire from the superintendent.
And a second.
I'll second.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I'd like to ask the board to set the following transfer. Miss Tori Grace to transfer from the school nutrition manager at Waynesville Primary School to the school nutrition manager at Brantley County Middle School.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the transfer as presented.
And a second.
I'll second.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I'd like to ask the board to accept the following athletic addendum. Miss Brenna Ammons, varsity tennis assistant.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion for the athletic addendum for Brenda Evans to be the varsity tennis assistant.
And a second.
I'll second.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
Chair votes yes.
I'd like to ask the board to accept the FY 26 addendum revision as presented.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the 26 addendum revision as presented.
And a second.
I'll second.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Call over personnel, is there any further business before the board tonight? Hearing none, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
And a second.
I'll second.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Appreciate your time tonight.